Remarkable work, Knight. The signal interceptor appears to be complete. Are you ready to put it to the test?
もちろん、準備 OK よ。
Your confidence is an inspiration to us all. That being said, this is the first time we've attempted to directly adapt Institute technology. When we throw that switch, we don't know exactly what's gonna happen. God willing, you'll end up inside the Institute, and the mission can continue.
探し求めていた答えにここまで近づいたの。誰にも止めることはできないわ。
Eager to get inside, huh? Good. Now, I want you to listen very carefully. Once you've entered the Institute, we expect to lose contact, so it's imperative you remember everything I'm about to tell you. About 10 years ago, the Brotherhood began recruiting civilian scientists from the capital wasteland to assist with various projects. During this process, we were able to obtain the services of Dr. Madison Lee, a noted mind in the field of nuclear engineering.
運が良かったわ。
Yes, it was. Securing useful resources during wartime is critical. That said, Dr. Lee's contributions to our cause were instrumental in maintaining order in the capital wasteland. After some time, she developed differences with the Brotherhood and exiled herself to the Commonwealth. We're fairly certain that her intent was to make contact with the Institute.
BOS が彼女を逃がしたとは驚きね。
Had I been in command, I wouldn't have allowed it to happen. She was a valuable asset. Your mission is simple. Once you're inside the Institute, we want you to track down Dr. Lee's whereabouts. If you find out that she's still alive, make contact with her and convince her to return to the Brotherhood of Steel. There's a special project we're working on, and it needs her attention.
彼女の力が必要な計画とは何？
Dr. Lee previously worked on a potent weapon for the Brotherhood of Steel. We'd like her to continue where she left off. That's all I can tell you. Listen to me, Knight. I'm well aware that you're risking your life going into the Institute blind. Just keep your mind on the mission. Good luck.
I've checked and rechecked everything. I think the signal interceptor's ready to go. Are you?
やりましょう。
All right. Head up onto the platform. Pull yourself together and get up onto that platform.
Dr. Lee is a valuable asset. If any harm comes to her...
Let's see. Relays dialed in. Beam emitters warmed up. Everything looks green. Let me start scanning for the signal. Cross your fingers. I'm inputting the code now. Wow, there's a heck of a lot of interference and ghosting. It's gonna take a minute or two to lock in. By the way, this little trip you're taking is a heck of an opportunity to find out as much as we can about the Institute and what they're up to. I put a clever little program on this holotape that'll scan their network and download anything it finds. If you place it in any terminal down there, it'll do the rest. Bring it back to me and I'll see if I can make sense of whatever it found. Well, looks like we have a winner. RF wave capture complete. Ramping the emitter. 60%, 80%. Emitter spiking but steady. All that's left is to throw the transmit switch. Transmitting in 3, 2, 1. Stay safe, soldier.
I wondered if you might why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator. I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression. Welcome to the Institute. This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here for your son.
Sean.
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
Sean. 探していたのよ。ずっと。
Who are you?
さあ、ショーン、行かないと。
Father, what's going on? What's happening?
この場所を出ましょう。一緒に。いい？
What's going on? Father? Father! I don't know you.
ドアを開けて！
Father! Father, help me! There's someone here, help me!
ショーン、お願い。
Father, help
落ち
me!
着いて。
She's trying to
そ
take
こから
me!
出してあげるから。
Father, help me!
Sean. S923, recall code Cirrus. Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
Father? それが名前なの？称号なの？
Father is my unofficial title. It's what I've come to mean to the people of the Institute. Just as you are a parent to your son, to Sean.
どういうことになっているのか。ちゃんと教えて。
I promised answers, and answers you shall have. But I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to find your son. Well, your tenacity, it's good to finally meet you. After all this time. It's me. I am Sean. I am your son.
でたらめでしょ。
Is it? After all the things you've seen and experienced in the Commonwealth? Think about it. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the son you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed, Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality. And here I am, raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
あなたはさらわれた。誘拐されたの。それが正しいと思う？
Right, wrong, irrelevant. It was necessary. The Institute believed humanity's future depended on it. At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being. Walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
その不気味な科学実験にはサンプルが必要だった。それがあなたをさらった理由なのね。
In a manner of speaking, yes. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available, of course. But it had all become corrupted. In this wasteland, radiation affected. Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found me, after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had... I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am their father. Through science, we are family. The synths, me, and you.
60年。そんなに長い間を無駄に。
I know. I know you must have questions. Please. Anything I can do to help.
クソじじい。今はこれ以上何も聞きたくないわ。
Very well. The Institute is on the verge of some important breakthroughs. Your presence would be appreciated as we approach them. I've been a part of something amazing here. And now, after all these years, you have an opportunity to help with that. Doesn't that intrigue you? Isn't that what you want?
多分、わからないわ。突飛すぎ。
I know. And I am sorry. You have been through so much in... The Institute can provide a better life than anything above ground. You've been in the Commonwealth. You've seen what it's like.
どうしたらいいのかわからないわ。
I realize that. It's why I'm trying to help you. I hope that you can see that rationally. The Institute is the only thing left in the world that is worth being part of. I simply ask that you give the Institute... We really do have humanity's best interest at heart. Will you take that
新
chance?
しいファイルを開く。法的な医療上の。
Just give it time. Give the Institute a chance. The Institute is now your home as much as it is mine. Please take some time. You'll want to introduce yourself to the division heads. Dr. Fillmore in facilities, Dr. Ayo in SRB, and finally Dr. Lee in advanced system.
Almost done. Just need to tighten up this primary drive servo.
ドクター、
That's
失
the
礼しま
third
す。
primary drive breakdown this month. They weren't kidding. You really are here. Well, all right. I'm Allie Fillmore. You can think of me as the Institute's chief. When Father told us about you, I could hardly believe it. You've been through so much. I think most people would have... If you don't mind my asking, what was it that kept you going all that time?
息子を見つけ出し、守ってやりたい一心だった。
Now that you've found him, I I hope you're proud of the great man he grew up to be. Now, I'll give you a quick rundown of the facilities division, and then I'll answer any questions you might have afterward. As you might guess, we keep the Institute's mechanical and electrical systems running. We maintain and upgrade all of the systems that make it possible to live and work in a place. There's a lot of machinery behind these walls that recycles the air and water and provides power to the laboratories and quarters. The work we do might not be as exciting as some of the other departments, but it's at least as important. So, now that you're here and you've spoken to Father, does that mean you're on board?
周りを見て回ってるだけ。
I see. Well, please do mind what you touch. If there's anything else you'd like to know about...
今は結構感謝するわ。
Goodbye, then.
Oh, I don't know.
Greetings. As the Institute requisition vendor, I can provide supplies for your missions on the surface.
They were built
How may I
well.
assist you today?
I can't argue with that.
ざっと見る時間はあるわ。
Ready to... See the full gen through. Free roll out.
There we go. All set. Unit.
You're here. Glad you made it.
Thanks again. Of course.
Have you had time to examine my latest reports on Batch 274?
Not yet. I've been reviewing Father's plans to expand our...
あら、
I
ド
wonder
クタ
how the
ー。
Warwick family
Welcome.
is doing.
So good to have you
Young
here.
Wally must be
Dr.
close to
Clayton
10 years old
Holdren,
by now.
head of the
It's
Bioscience
remarkable
Division.
that any
I
child
can't
can
wait for you
survive
to
for
see...
so long up there, don't you think?
例えばどんな？
I was just about to explain that. As the name implies, the Bioscience Division specializes in fields of studies such as botany, genetics, and our most important directive is to ensure the health. To that end, we cultivate highly specialized breeds of flora for use in food and medicine. We've even started to explore the idea of synthetic animal life. You probably saw the gorillas. They're really just a pet project.
不可能なことは何もないという口ぶりね。
With hard work and ingenuity, any challenge can be overcome. I'm sure I've taken up enough of your time as it is. But I have to ask, have you decided whether you'll join us?
今は何とも言えない。とりあえず保留して検討する。
It's a big decision, I know. But it's also a rare and important opportunity. No need to rush to judgment. In any case, I imagine you'll want to continue looking around. Or, if you prefer,
今は結構感謝するわ。
take care then.